What's going on YouTube? In this video, we're going to be accessing a BigQuery public dataset, specifically the NCAA basketball dataset, to answer the following question. How much does two-point shot accuracy change at the end of a game? So we're going to measure the two-point field goal percentage for the first 35 minutes of a basketball game versus the last 5 minutes to see if there's a major discrepancy between the two percentages. And if you also want to access a BigQuery public dataset, I've made a short in my YouTube channel. So if you go ahead and check it out, it's a pretty quick guide to show you how to access any public dataset that BigQuery offers. So here are some of the highlights or some of the columns and tables we're going to be using to answer the following question. At the very bottom here, we have our table name. And this table covers the seasons 2013 through 2017. So we have about 4 seasons of data to answer this question. And we only want the percentages for Division I colleges. So that's where these columns will come in handy. And as you can see here, we have elapsed time of 2100 seconds. Anything below 2100 seconds will fall under the first 35-minute category. Anything above or equal to the 2100 seconds will fall into the category of the last 5 minutes of the game. And here are our two event types, 2-point made and 2-point miss. So without any further ado, we can go ahead and get right into it since we have enough information to answer this question. So the first thing that we're going to want to do is count the amount of 2-point field goals made, and then we're going to also count the amount of 2-point field goals attempted to get a good overview, and then we can use both of those event types to find our percentage. So in line 14, we're essentially counting our event type 2-point made, and we're also adding in a condition that says we only want to count two-point field goals made when the time elapsed in seconds is under 2100 seconds. So that way we get all of our 2-point mades within the first 35 minutes of a game. And I think it would be a good idea to add that here as well. 2-point field goals made and missed in first 35 minutes. And let's go ahead and reference this table as well, so I'll have an easier time typing out some of these column names and I can get that autofill set. Here we go. And we can call this point. Okay, let's write it out. 2-point made first 35. And now we have to count the misses or the attempts. So we'll do count if event type equals 2-point made or event type equals 2-point miss. This way we capture all of the 2-point shot attempts. And we'll have to add in a parentheses over here to the left. And now we can add in our elapsed time condition, which I'll just go ahead and copy and paste. Here we are. And we can call this 2-point attempted first 35. Yeah. Now we can use these two to measure our percentage of 2-point field goals in the first 35 minutes. We'll do count if type equals 2-point made and greater than 2100 seconds divided by event type equals 2-point made or type equals 2-point miss. And then we'll also have to add in another open parentheses over here. We'll paste in our elapsed time and close parentheses. As 2-point percentage first 35. Okay, let's go ahead and run this, but before we do so, I feel like it would be best if we add in our conditional statement. That way we only get data from teams that are considered Division One. Equals 1. Let's capitalize that. Let's go ahead and run this query to make sure everything is coming through correctly. Okay, great. So we have our data for the first 35 minutes of all basketball games within the 2013 and 2017 season for Division One teams. So it looks like all in all there were 345,000 2-point field goals attempted, or excuse me, 2-point field goals made in the first 35 minutes. 715,000 attempted with a percentage of around 48, which is pretty good. So I'd be curious to see what these numbers look like for the last 5 minutes of the NBA game or NCAA game. So to do that, we will continue on. Essentially, we can copy this query, paste it below here, and all we have to do is really change the time elapsed. So let me give this a comma. We can change this to last 5 minutes, and then we'll do greater than or equal to 2100 seconds. That's 5. And here we'll do greater than or equal to 2100 seconds. And again, we'll change this to last 5. Let's see here, 2-point field goal made. This last 5 equal to greater than 2100. 2-point field goal percentage greater than or equal to 2100. 2, and then Once again, we'll change this from first 35 to last 5. So I'll go ahead and review this to make sure everything looks good. If it was made, event type. Okay, this looks pretty good. So if you run this query, we should get our final answer. Okay, and here it is. So it looks to me that the field goal percentage is surprisingly 2 percentage points better in the last 5 minutes of a game. Now, that could be for a variety of reasons. It could be coaching. Coaches may draw better plays towards the end of the game to get better quality shots. Um, it could be less 3-point shots attempted in the last 5 minutes of a game. It could be a variety of things. So I'm really curious to hear what you may think the reason might be for this 2-point percentage increase. But yeah, there you have it. This is how you successfully query a BigQuery public data set. Yeah, so thanks for watching.